Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about how to win Outmanned. That means beating a bigger enemy circle. The first lesson that you gotta learn is how to avoid being defeated, and that means do not get surprised by the enemy circle coming from behind you. Look at this. Luckily we have TeamSpeak, we're able to communicate well enough that we knew that they're coming. Our circle that size coming from behind us go wake us, no problem, no, for sure. So make sure always watch your back, send a thief or two from your circle to scout for incoming all the time. Always do that so you don't get surprised. So as you can see, just once you're waiting for them, just AoE, use healing and stuff like that. I have the Siglet on me on one of the utility, unfortunately, because when I was running to the Stormist Castle to help them out, I forgot to take it out. And yeah, that's one thing that is really important to keep in mind. Do make sure you drop out the Siglet before you enter battle, because honestly that Siglet is useless in a battle, but it's good for running around in the map obviously, but it's not good for fighting. So make sure you strap those cover skill out before you engage in battle, else you cannot do it afterwards. So as you can see, just follow your commander really closely as the battle style. It's really important, because a good commander will help you avoid the enemies main fuss. So if you follow close to him, you will not take all the damage. Because a lot of people say, oh, if I stick close to the commander, then that means I'll take all the AoE damage from the enemy and I will just die with him. That's not true at all. Because because the AoE limit is at 5 targets. That means let's say you have 10 guys together with the commander. Everyone takes on average only 50% of the AoE damage, because 5 over 10 is 50. If you have 20 guys, that becomes 25%, because 5 over 20 is 25%. So stick to your commander, he will move around to avoid the enemy's main first, and your whole circle survive much longer as a result. So as you can see, the enemy they got golems, that's why they were able to break down our gate so fast. That's why they had to coin reinforcement from other maps. But yeah, so they brought in the golems to just kill the golems. Golems are expensive and they're not easily replaceable, so if you see them, kill them, that sort of thing. So yeah, just keep AoEing. I won't recommend resting anybody in this kind of chaos, even if the guy just stunned or even dead. You can try, but from my personal experience, it's way too chaotic. You might end up just getting yourself killed when you try to rest your allies. That's one of the risks. So I personally don't recommend resting anyone when you're in this kind of battle. Just fight, follow close your commander, always just keep fighting, AoEing, that sort of thing. People I've been saying that's right, AoE is much more better than a single target single target weapons, because honestly in this kind of chaotic battle, single target weapon won't do anything for you. I mean, it's laggy, it's just you cannot use epidemic, it's just way too many variables for any single target attack. So stick with your AoE attack for sure when you're in a versus situation. That's what I found. So as you can see, we're beating them back because we're prepared and we slowly get some more reinforcements, so we're just slowly killing them with AoE. So the key here is to get ready. Do not get surprised, and do not get flanked by the enemy without you guys knowing about it. That sort of thing. After the battle, then you can rest your allies. Prepare for the next battle. And the common thing you will see is a huge enemy shop on your tower, and you cannot enter the entrances, you cannot reinforce the tower. That's it seems that nothing can do. The enemy have just too many guys, 40 plus, that sort of thing. So what can you do? Well, you just try to distract them with the back, right? Do not suicide charge into the tower unless you are some kind of a tanky class like a warrior, or maybe you have the plague on, then you can suicide charge, but you can survive that. But without those, just stay at the back, do not suicide into the tower unless the command asks you to, then you follow him, that sort of thing. That's what I would say. So as you can see, we are just distracting the enemy from the back, while the defending inside the tower is just getting ready. What we're gonna do here is actually we're gonna wait for the gate to come down, and then we're gonna go around the back to hit the enemy. Because once the gate goes down, the enemy, they're gonna go rush right in where they expect us to be inside. So they're gonna go rush right in and kill everyone they spawn, but they won't find anybody because we are gonna go from their back to charge their back, and we're gonna whip 5, 6 10 of them right at the beginning, right there, just like that. So there are just a bunch of them just die right there. And then now we're gonna go charge into the lower one from behind them when they don't expect it. That's why I said earlier, if you are attacking or anything, always have a scout, look to your back, use a team speak to warn everybody. But anyway, so we're gonna kill a bunch of them right here because they are surprised. But because of how large they are, we can't kill them all. Mostly due to the AoE limit. So now they're gonna come and try to counter attack us. So you see my HP going down. But that's why we go into Death Stroke, just survive for a bit. My pack is still on recharge, unfortunately, so I can't use that. But I'm just trying to survive the DS again. Just trying to survive for as long as I can until I can use pack. Unfortunately my DS ran out. My pack is also not ready by then, but I was able to wear it. Lucky me, some enemy must have died. So now I can turn on I use my Werewolf Blood, heal, and then plague. So now I can blind all the enemies that I see in that Lost Room, and now they cannot hit my allies. So it's really lucky break for us in that sense. But yeah, but the key is to surprise the enemy from the back. So you kill a bunch of them without they even start fighting. What you really reduce the damage you take because you kill a bunch of them all the way from the beginning. That sort of thing that really help you fight. I would say yeah, most of the fight, the first 10 seconds of the engagement is really important, and you want that engagement to be on your side. So as you can see, we're just we killed them all. That was a huge 40-man shirt that we just killed, and now we're just cleaning up the mess, and yeah, we win this defensive battle right here. When fighting a much bigger enemy than you, I cannot stress enough that you need surprise on your side. You want to surprise the enemy. You cannot take them head on. You have to kill 10 of them, let's say, right in the beginning. That will greatly increase your chance of winning. For example, like this one here. We were chasing the enemy without them knowing it, and when they find out and turn around, it's too late. We already crushed right into them. Even then, I am taking a lot of damage because they have too many guys. It's way too many. They will get some damage on us either way. We have people dropping either way. But luckily for us, in the case with Necromancer can survive. I mean, people say, oh, we can't tank. Yes, we can. we survive really well in this situation. I mean, it takes a lot of damage, direct hit to kill you. We have so much HP, and if you are into death magic like me, staff, you have a lot of toughness also. Like just really tanky build, especially for me. I'm a team support healing guy. If you watch my previous video, so as you can see, we kill a bunch of the enemy and we force them to retreat. That was enemy's merchant, by the way. They were just. Like I said, they weren't paying attention. And we managed to just crush them. It's just, I mean, not crush, but just, well, kill a bunch of them with the beginning, and then just really help us win this battle. So as you can see, they are retreating back into the tower. If that Hosher got into Bay before we whipped a bunch of them, just now like that way, there's no way we could have beat them. But eventually, thanks to this, we eventually take Bay. That sort of thing. Yeah, we caught them outside, we caught them red-handed. So as you can see, now we're going into to cut off their retreat of the last few guys that they have. That's really important too. Don't let people retreat. Like sometimes when you fight, you gotta show like no mercy, make sure you kill them, make sure that they have to go back to the waypoint to where you're at. That will take like 5 minutes of disable them for 5 minutes out of battle. That sort of thing, really important. The next one is sort of a masterpiece. Is pretty much the Battle of Trafalgar by Horatio Nielsen. Basically, we wait until the enemy were heading south, half of them, and then we ran right to the middle of them and just cut off half of them and kill the guys in the back. So as you can see, we're going to the entrance and we're cutting off the retreat of all the enemy. We just caught them red-handed and we kill a bunch of them, just like that, half of them dead. And by the time the Westmen figure that out and they try to come back to help the allies, it's too late. They're all gonna get wiped because we killed so many of them right from the beginning. Just usually a lot of scouting, a lot of team speak communication to get this to work. But when it does work, it's really devastating. It's just such Trafalgar where you just cut them off without they getting ready. It's really beautiful. So yeah, well, it's a combination of luck and skills, good communication and teamwork, good commanding, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's what's being private. Just want to show you guys this really nice, I think. The next fight is one of the most epic fight I've ever been in. What we're doing right now is trying to defend the garrison in our borderland. And as you can see, there's a huge enemy circle just outside of it, which are trying to break through right now. We want to keep the waypoint open in garrison, and the way you do it is you fight outside instead of in the garrison, so people can still teleport after they die, they can teleport in and come out to reinforce as soon as they resurrect, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's really good. But as you can see, the enemy have a huge 60-man Zerg, and it's just really overwhelming. So what we're doing, we're just doing a bunch of charge in, retreat to slowly wear down their numbers, and hopefully take advantage of our closer waypoint to eventually break this huge Zerg up at that 60-man right there. This is crazy. But yeah, so as you can see, when now we're doing a tactical retreat, we're just slowly backing off. We're not panicking. We just organizedly retreating. Yeah, that's why team speak really important. Just follow commander, that sort of thing. So now after retreating, we suddenly charge back into this enemy Zerg when they don't expect, and we're just gonna cause a bunch of chaos, just kill a bunch of people before they are even ready, that sort of thing. Right? So just charge right in. I'm a Necromancer. I can plague. I can survive really well. So really good. That's why Necromancer is awesome in this kind of crazy Zerg fight. We are really good at survival. We are really good at surviving in this kind of situation. Really useful for this purpose, I would say. So yes, as you can see, I'm just comparing my player. My toughness is crazy high, so they're barely hurting me, that sort of thing. Now I lose my player to see how fast my retreat goes down. But luckily, I was following my command close enough that I have enough support to allow me to survive that damage. So I'm still alive. So yeah, really important. You see all those dead guys, dead allies up ahead, that sort of thing. That why they die, they don't follow commander close enough. You see that in a second. If you don't follow commander, you die because like you take the main first of it. Enemy Zerg while we try to avoid it. If you follow commander, you avoid it. So if you notice earlier, there's a mini Zerg of the enemy brewing on the right hand side of us right now. They're trying to flank us. Luckily we were paying attention and we have good team speak, so we are able to communicate so that we all know it's happening. So we are ready for it. We have people looking at that mini enemy Zerg on the right hand side, so we prepare for the enemy flank. So yeah, as you can see, they're guarding to the right hand side. We are aware of that, so we are ready for it. But we have to take care of this main Zerg where they're waiting for us. This is huge enemy Zerg. It's way too many. But we're just slowly wearing them, taking advantage of the waypoint, that sort of thing. So yeah, see them moving to the right. So yeah, just pay attention. Battlefield awareness is always really important. So when now the advantage of splitting is that you can surprise the enemy by attacking them from the back, right? You can flank them. But the weirdness is your original Zerg will be smaller, right? Because you pull half of your force or whatever away from that Zerg. So that's the awareness of this awareness. That's why you have to be really careful when you do it, right? So as you can see, right, if you follow a commander and we flank their flank, so they try to sneak attack us from the right hand side, and we hit them from their side, so they get wiped too. Because like it is a chaotic battle, but that's why battlefield awareness is really important. It's flank versus flank, right? I mean, it get with tactical. It's just that is what it is. That's why follow commander, right? Always follow the commander tight, else you'll get wiped, right? I mean, that flanking maneuver will have wiped you if you weren't on the commander, if you were still fighting up front up there. So that's why it's really important. So as you can see, we wipe out that flanking force. Now half of the force is dead, right? So now it's more fair, right? In the beginning, they're outnumbered by lots, but now it's more even fight. And as you can see here, they're gonna slowly retreat. They know the battle is going against them. They just lock a window, so they're gonna retreat. They're gonna try to run away. And here's when you have to decide: do you want to take full advantage of this? Do you want to chase them all the way, or do you want to realize your win and just you go do some other objective to where you retreat also? But in our case, we decided, you know what, they had so many men, they'd be fully demoralized, so we're gonna go wipe them out to maybe force the Zerg to a rage quit, so they get even less number, that sort of thing. And so we're gonna go push them now. We're gonna go charge right after them. You can see they run away. They lose half the Zerg, they run away. We're gonna go after them, and they probably don't expect us because they still have a really high number of Zerg. Unlike us, we are really tiny team here. We're super tiny versus them 60-man Zerg right there. So now we're gonna go wipe them out. We're gonna totally demoralize them and totally make them rage quit, right? That sort of thing. So now we're gonna go charge in. We're gonna go right to the portal of the bay, so to cut off their retreat, right? They probably didn't expect this. They were probably try to regroup after all the losses, and now we're gonna wipe them out. We're just gonna slaughter all of them, you know. so as you can see, like it's gonna be once again AOE. It's gonna be key here. It's just yeah, DS, use DS to survive. You're taking too much damage. Use the Well of Blood to survive. Turn on the Plague, which you can still benefit from the Well of Healing if you stay in it, but I don't have to. My HP is decent, so I'm gonna go blind the enemy to help my allies, to prevent the enemy from hitting my allies by blinding and that sort of thing. So yeah, we are gonna go in. The enemy actually have a mini reinforcement pilot, the resurrected guy that was coming from the south, but it was too little, too late. The main Zerg have been destroyed. So through good battlefield awareness, battle planning, battle tactics, you can beat a bigger 60-man ship with a smaller force. I hope you learned something today. Thank you, bye bye.